show you how to prepare your tower garden, to plant, and how to maintain it. So let's start with first filling up the barrel with compost or potting mix. So if you see here, this is already full. It's almost full, but we're gonna add some more. So you gotta fill the bucket right from the top and make sure you pack it. So you gotta, if you notice, this is the top portion. So you gotta fill it up all the way. You need to fill it up with compost all the way to the top of the brim, because so that when you water, it won't get washed out. So, and then you gotta push it, pack it. So it has to be filled all the way to the top. So when you're watering, the soil wouldn't get washed out from the side. Okay, now planting. Okay, so here we have a set of plants. So this set is 50 plants. You can get it in our website. We're gonna have different combinations. Okay, if you have an area like this where there's a lot of sun, we have an area that gets full sun. If your garden has some shade with some trees, or you're in a balcony and your tower doesn't get sunlight all day, so we have a set for that. So we have 2 sets. It's gonna be available on the website. Now this is 1 set. This is 50 plants. Now when you're planting, so you will need a small stick. Now when you're planting, you have to make sure that the soil and the roots are intact. Okay? So here, underneath is soft. So all you gotta do is just push it with your finger. Push, and then it comes out like this. Okay, so see my finger there? You push, and then it comes out, and then with a stick, you slowly take it, and then there you go. So you notice the roots are all intact, and then there's still soil. Okay, now when you plant, okay, now when you get the towers, the cells ready for planting, the first thing you have to do is just push. You're gonna push, prepare this for planting. You're gonna push and get it ready, kind of like put it, you have to have it hollow, and then dig a little bit. Okay, dig, and then put in your plants, and then cover and push. Okay, you have to push so there's no air pockets. Okay, the air pockets will dehydrate your plants quicker. And then this way, when you push, the roots will get established quicker. After you planted, you gotta water each and every cell right away for a week to get the plants established. How you're gonna do that? Each and every cell, you're gonna be watering this individually for a week, okay? Now, you have to be very careful that the water that you should be using on the towers is dechlorinated water. How do you dechlorinate water? Okay, so it's very simple. Tap water, you just put it in a bucket like this, stir it, and let it sit overnight and allow that chlorine to come out. So now, you water each and every cell. After watering all the cells, now you can water from the top on a circular motion. Always on a circular motion. So as water comes down, it starts dripping and it slowly hits all the cells. So you do this until you see water coming out of the basin here. That means all the cells already have been watered. So if you notice, all this little pellet looking soil, that's already worm poo. Take it all the time, maybe once a week, because you're gonna have a lot of it. Look at this one here. If you do not take out the worm poo, it's going to choke the plants. So if you notice, this plant is already being choked. This one is almost covered with worm poo. So every week, you gotta scrape that out. You gotta take that out every week. Now, what are you gonna do with this? You can either put it on top of your tower, or you can put it on the top of your other plants. Okay, so this is how you're gonna feed fruit and vegetable waste to the unit. So I repeat, okay? Only fruit and vegetable waste here. You can also include some rice, maybe a little bit of bread, okay? But no meat, huh? Meat, we have a different way of handling meat, okay? With meat, we're gonna make an organic liquid fertilizer. First, you gotta open the lid. This is the worm tower in the middle. And you can also include a little bit of old newspaper or brown paper. So this one is a carbon material that's gonna absorb the moisture from your fruit and vegetable waste. So you can put some of that, okay? Then fruit and vegetable waste. Okay, there you go. And then you gotta put a layer of this, about a cup. So I repeat, a little bit of paper, fruit and vegetable waste, and then a little bit of compost or compost activator on top. So you're gonna be doing a lasagna here, okay? Okay, so you do this until it gets full. Now once it's full, we're gonna push some of it, only a third of it, down there in the basin, just with a stick. So we open this, get a stick. We're gonna take some of it. So we push about a third of it, and underneath the basin is also a lid that you can open, okay, from the bottom. You just need to push a third because we only need a third, not all of it, no? So here, you see, you got some soil there. Now what are you gonna do with this one? It's either you're gonna put it on top of your plants, or you're gonna mix it and use it as your compost activator. So this is gonna be your next compost activator. So when you put fruit and vegetable waste, you can now lasagna it with this one. So now we're gonna make an organic liquid fertilizer. So what we're gonna need is, you have some fish head, some bones, okay? You can put chicken hair, meat, pork, and then we have some brown sugar. Now if you can get molasses, it's better. Molasses is actually the best. And then we have the tea. So the ratio is, we're gonna put 1 part of brown sugar, okay, to 1 part of the compost tea. Because the compost tea already has a lot of beneficial microbes that we will need to properly break down the meat scraps. So we'll need a bucket that has a lid. Now the bucket needs to be closed all the time so that you won't allow flies to come in here. So we're gonna mix the sugar. So this is 1 part sugar and 1 part compost tea. So what you have is like a brown sugar syrup, okay? Now all you need to do is just put the meat scraps in here. Dunk them in there, okay? It has to be submerged all the time, right? So you should not see any of the meat coming out. And then cover. That's it. Okay, what you do is, you're gonna stir this 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, every week you stir, then you close. On the 6th to 8th week, what you will get is a vinegarish like syrup solution, which then you can use. You now blend that. So you're gonna blend 250 ml of the solution to 10 liters of water, and we can now use that to water our plants and to use it to spray our plants. It's gonna be a fertilizer at the same time an insect repellent.